Hello guys and welcome to the channel. My name is Jack2505 and this is my review on The Alters. The Alters is a 2025 survival game developed by 11-Bit Studios. It was released on the 13th of June for PlayStation 5, Windows and Xbox Series X and S, and it is also a day one Game Pass release. Now, speaking of Game Pass, full disclosure, I'm partnering with Xbox, who gave me a free PC Game Pass subscription. Also, with my link in the description for PC players, you can get Game Pass for PC for £1 for your first 14 days or $1, depending on the country that you're in. So make sure to use my link in the description box below. Terms and conditions apply. Now let's get on with the review. With the Game Pass code I was given, I decided to try out The Alters. In The Alters, you play as Jan Dolsky, a builder who's been stranded on a strange planet and needs to pilot a massive wheel-shaped base along the planet's surface to stay out of the range of the sun. Otherwise, if the sun catches up with you, you will be killed due to radiation burning and it's game over. Radiation is your biggest enemy in this game. Well, one of them, and survival is key. This is a survival game in which you need to explore the planet and mine resources and materials to bring back to your ship for storage and to craft items. To, for example, build more rooms such as greenhouses, kitchens, um, machine and command bases, a womb, and that this will make more sense later, and to create materials to basically to craft and to take on your travels. Also, you'll need to build pylons that connect to the resource area, service area that you're trying to mine, and then you connect various pylons to the main base so the materials can then be transported faster. So not only will you be mining and exploring outside the ship, you'll also need to maintain jobs and tasks inside the ship. And this is where you're going to need help. Enter the altars. Now, the altars are created by using a source that you'll find and you'll be farming, which is called rapidium. Altars are alternative versions of Yan, sorry, which lead to different, which basically the altars, they've led different paths to you during their own life cycles, and they'll have their own experiences, skills, and backgrounds that will help you along your journey. Each altar will have their own distinct personalities, strengths, and weaknesses, which will help and hinder your journey as well. So it's up to you to also manage the altars, keep them working, happy, motivated, and focused, which is one of the hardest parts of the game for me so far. So when you start the game, you're stranded away from the base. Um, and then you have to make your way to the base before the radiation storm starts. And that's where you'll discover that the original crew have all passed away, they've all been killed, and you are the only survivor. So once you make your way to the base, that's when you'll be in contact with I like to call it head office in space, the corporate guys. So each day you'll wake up around 7 a.m. and can work until 8 p.m. Each task that you do takes time, and working past 8 p.m. makes you tired. And then tasks that you do will then take longer. So during this period, it's best to rest up and get ready for the next day. When you create your altars, you can assign them to different tasks on the ship and around the mining areas. So it's best to keep your altars busy and assign them mostly to tasks that they're good at. So for example, when you create an altar who's a scientist, it's best to keep him in the lab as much as possible so he can research various tasks related to the main story mission and other tasks that's going to help you, get cheaper materials, so on and so forth, and keep the miner mining and keep the technician on the ship, maintaining the ship for any problems, so on and so forth. You guys get my gist. I'm not a survival gamer by nature, so I find the multitasking in this game quite challenging. So, in regards to juggling issues on the ship, mining, as well as dealing with the altars themselves. And you have to absolutely keep on top of everything. If anything goes wrong, it can be a downward spiral. So, for example, the miner, who is excellent at mining metal materials, he's had a troubled experience in his life. I won't go into too much detail, and has caused caused me a lot of trouble in the 3 playthroughs that I've done in the last 17 hours. He keeps getting depressed no matter what I do. I in my first playthrough I was quite uh challenging towards him, which I felt then led to for him to do the thing that he did. So in my second playthrough, I was a lot more sympathetic, and then in the third one, he basically harmed himself, as you guys will be able to see in the image in just a moment. So as far as keeping him happy has been extremely difficult for me. It's like no matter what I do, he's gonna do that to himself. So if anyone has got any tips on how to deal with the minor and keep him happy, or the least worst scenario, please let me know in the comment section. The Alters is a unique game in the video game universe in regards to its story. Just think of the movie Multiplicity meets Lost in Space meets Lightyear, something along those lines. The aspect of time is also one of your main enemies. I know other games have embraced this concept in the past, so you have to get a move on and complete your missions and tasks, unless you'll be killed by, let's say, oh no, the planet's gonna explode, or you'll be killed by the sun, or there's some invisible force that's coming, and you basically have to get out of there or escape before it ends your game. So far, there's not been any aliens or anything in sight to shoot and kill. So far, I don't think this is that kind of game. However, if you do get stuck and cannot get past the situation, I really do suggest starting a fresh run. Now, I know that might seem daunting for a lot of people to just start all over again, but I think this is the way the game is designed. Sort of like those games that you play over and over again. So sort of like a Sifu or a Returnal. You guys know the type of game I mean, where you're sort of supposed to start again and do it faster, do it more efficiently this time. So the more you start over, the faster your runs will be, and the better at the game, obviously, you will be. Fans of survival games would enjoy this game, and I'm looking forward to basically jumping back in the game and getting as far as I can, because I really want to get past the minor issue and then get to the next chapter, because I want to make the base even bigger and see how far I can get. Also, I'll be looking forward to one day seeing people speed run this game, and I think this game would be excellent and really good to see speed run by those expert guys. And I've heard there's going to be DLC coming to this game as well. So it looks like there's going to be future plans for this pretty unique game on a bargain on Game Pass, which I think is really good. So, guys, tell me what you think of the altars. What's your experience been so far? Let me know in the comment section below. My name is Jack2505, and I'll see you in the next video.